Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally the season I personally have been waiting for. It is now June, which means summer is here. And before anyone says, actually, summer starts June 21st, I will not take it. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, my Seattle Sonics hat. And man, it's a beautiful day outside. Today, I played some basketball, got some breakfast by myself, which I gotta say, I always thought going into a restaurant by yourself would be awkward, and I mean, it was a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as you'd think. I mean, I was just sitting there, looking at everything, looking at the menu, deciding what I want. Then I ate, paid, left. I talked to some of the waitresses that were taking care of me, but it was all fine. So eat by yourself, right? If you can't enjoy your own company, that kind of says something. And I had a point, I was walking around my neighborhood yesterday, and I was thinking people that can't be alone with themselves or make fun of people that are out in public alone, you're just insecure. And you can just say that, that's fine. Because if you really can't enjoy time alone, you need other people with you, then how can you say you love yourself? You know what I mean? If you can't be your own best friend, you can't enjoy your own company, amen, that's your own problem. But anyways, after I got breakfast, I took my electric scooter and I went on the pedestrian trail. I don't know if I was actually allowed to do that. They say no motor vehicles, but I wasn't stopped. I was out there for an hour and 30 because my scooter dies after 10 seconds. So I was out there doing that. Saw a couple people, just nice waves. Smile. It's so weird when you see somebody, just as you see a stranger just passing you, like, what do you do? Because I had two hands on my scooter, so I couldn't really like wave. So I just kind of gave them a nod or a little smile, but I don't know if that was like creepy or anything. So I was just like, I didn't even wave, it was just, a smile. Anyways, I came back to my house from scootering, and then I was out again. I was on the search for a longboard. I went to the Target and the Walmart by my house. They didn't even have anything remotely cool. They didn't have a longboard, they didn't have a skateboard or ripstick. They had scooters or bikes. And even then, the Target was being blocked off by people asking, oh, what phone provider do you have? I was not trying to deal with that. I came into that Target looking for one thing. I guess it's actually not true. I actually came out of there with this dope-ass shirt and a cherry Coke because I was thirsty. But I was not trying to be talking about my phone bill. And then I came back home from Walmart. Here we are right now making this video. So really, I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about how awesome summer is. And maybe I can inspire y'all to make the summer as awesome as you can, because we only get warm weather, especially here, for 3-4 months out of the year. My goal is to live up this summer as much as I can. And I know it's tough because, I mean, we work, right? So work definitely steals a lot of that time. And when I'm at my job looking out the window, seeing the beautiful weather and seeing all the cars passing by, maybe people are walking, I'm going to feel some type of way that I'm stuck standing inside doing my job. Don't let that be an excuse, okay? I'd say, because you get the sun at least until about 9:30, sometimes even 10. Maybe that might be pushing it, but 9:30. So there's time in the day to go for a walk, go on a bike ride, hang out at a park, whether that's a local park or me and my boy went to a state park this weekend. It was fucking awesome. I'm planning on, well, we're going to that park again soon, but I wanted to go to another state park just by myself, just check it out. Go swimming. Did I already say hiking? I might have already said hiking. If I didn't, go hiking. Whatever you can think of, just stand outside and take in the nice air. Don't stay inside all summer. There's a episode of Fresh Off the Boat that makes me think of this, because the main character, Eddie, was trying to figure out the best way to spend his summer. He was hoping to hang out with the neighborhood girl that he was kind of falling for. But then at the end of the episode, it's starting to school again, and someone asked him, oh, what'd you do this summer? And he actually did lie. He actually did have a good summer, but what he said to his friend was, I just stayed inside and played video games. I think he was embarrassed at what he was doing. But don't waste your summer staying inside, playing video games, watching TV, etc. And I kind of felt that, because before today hit, I was inside playing video games, and I've been watching a lot of the NBA playoffs. You can see the hat. I'm a Thunder fan. Yeah, I know. But I watched KD leave and I cried. So I'm not a bandwagon. It was the first team I watched. But they lost the Spurs. They're not in the playoffs. And I do not want to watch the finals. because I hate New York Knicks fans, and obviously the Spurs beat my team. So it's just a lose-lose for me. So with that being said, because I'm not going to be watching TV, I'm going to be spending more time outside. And this week is actually lucky for me because I do not have work this week. So it's just me at the house. So that's why I said I got out today. I have like a whole list. Today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I work again. So I have 4 days basically to myself. I can do whatever I want. So I'm just trying to do the best I can to be outside and live it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I hope you guys all do. Whoever's out there listening. I always say, like, I don't care if 2 people watch this or if 100 people watch this. Just live your life as best as you can. And hey, if you do just want to stay inside, watch TV, play video games, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that that's bad. Sometimes when it's dark outside, there's mosquitoes and it's a little bit cold out, yeah, I'll be inside. But on a day like this where, I am sweating, to be honest, but on a day like this where it's just warm, it's sunny, there's a little bit of wind, I think it's only maybe 72 if I had to guess. This is a day where I want to be outside, and that's what I've been doing all day. And in fact, after this, I'm actually going to go walk the Riverwalk with some of my friends. So today is going to be a good day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll make sure I'll come out with more videos. I know I have not been consistent at all, and that's my bad about that. I just got busy with work and school and everything, and apparently I actually talked to a doctor about any mental health issues, and they said I was fine. So I was a little surprised, but gosh, my forehead. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I made you think. Hopefully you get out this summer, and hopefully you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. I'll be more consistent, okay? But I'll see you next time. Peace.